And that's how we enter the life space.
Sure.
Yeah, you just carry your own.
We've entered in a worse way.
We've entered worse things, so.
Just yep. Okay. Sometimes my my Twitch likes to like have volume when we go live, and then other times it doesn't. It's very fickle. Cool. Well, hey everyone. That's cool.
Ow.
Yeah. Hey, back to me. Cool. Hey,
Sorry,
me.
it took me a minute.
That's awesome.
It was a delay. Hello. Yes.
Yeah. Welcome back to our normal game after 3 weeks of hiatus.
We forgot how to act as people. That's fine.
Yep. They're like how to interact with
How
live
to
space. We are any of you like fully human? No, Miss is
a
like
good
partially
question.
human, and that's it.
Oh, you're talking about.
We don't need
in-game.
humans in this piece.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about in real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure, okay.
So, all right. So I think to recap what was going on the last time we were playing, I think we find ourselves in the inn, and Simba is talking to Kazuki. Kazuki's busting tables, and Simba's just sort of like kind of wandering around talking to him. And he's like, yeah, and like there was like this giant kobold, and like I was blowing fire at it, and people were stabbing it, and like my pops like put some claws in its back, and then like the mist dude, he's like a ninja and did some stuff, and then there was this guy Hawkins, and he was like all like and then like some people died, and it was bonkers. And then we went back to town and we ate some good stuff. Dad bought me a cow. It was great. And then he was like, and then they were talking about like some sort of like some tournament thing, and then there was like they started like doing like I don't know adult stuff. They were buying land or something. I don't know. Then I did like magic, and you know I opened a portal and we came here. It was pretty cool. I knew I could do it. I told them they could. I don't think they believed me. And then like then we came back, and people started going different places. And this like the Ted dude, he had all these like little kids, and then like Fiamma scooped up the kids and took them away, and I don't know where they went. And yeah, that's what we've been doing. What does Kazuki say?
Oh, he's like not even listening to him. He's just watching Fluffy from a distance. He's like, yeah, I know, adventuring, you know.
Yeah. And you hear in the distance Fluffy just sort of yell out, like, "Hey, busboy, you're staring again. Get back to work."
Yes, mistress.
So, what are the rest of you doing? I mean, you still got like the guild hall. I mean, you guys have just moved. Grigori. I mean, as we were closing, Grigori was sort of like taking his handful of possessions, you know, to the guild. Ted and company are scoping out their new digs. So what are people up to?
I have hired a person to run my shop.
Okay, like you just some random stranger on the street. You're just like, hey, you know, whatever.
Want a job?
Well, let me ask. So, I mean, there's like random people moving through, but
You should let Ted do it.
No.
So, of the people that are like sort of in town all the time right now, you got Tweeg, and you got Grigori, you've got Darren, the prince, and his lovely girlfriend Imogen. They're around. You got the mechanical bear out in the woods. So, are any of these people candidates for someone to run your shop?
No, I found a kid named Bill.
Kid named Bill.
Yeah.
All right. So Bill, was Bill like? Where would he come from? I mean, why is he even here?
Well, he seeked me out. His nickname is Wax.
Wax?
Yep, Wax. W-A-X.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. He never told me.
Oh, okay.
He just said he preferred to be called Wax.
Why do you trust Bill so much?
Well, he's
He's not Ted.
correct. He keeps me out. He was looking for me after reading stories, and asked to be an apprentice. And I told him that if he wanted to do that, he had to run my shop.
All right. And how old is Bill?
He's like 20-ish.
Okay. So when you say kid, you just mean he's young. Is he
Yeah,
human,
he's young.
or is he? I mean,
He looks human.
he looks human. Is he something other than human?
I don't know.
Okay.
He just looks human, man. I can tell you.
All right. Cool. I mean, if you
It's like, I don't try to get in people's business.
if
as
It's
long as
actually
you
a
just feel-
shifting sentient taco.
if you
Yeah,
give me-
maybe.
if you give me agency over Bill, then I take agency over Bill.
You don't get to take
You made a
agency,
horrible
though.
decision.
I feel the error.
We get to find out what Bill is like as we.
I immediately murder Bill.
He is my character.
Oh, okay.
And
All right. Is
he
Bill a
under
character?
my tutelage, so
Is Bill a character you're creating for future use?
yes, I am.
Oh, okay. All right.
And if you murder my character, Mist will murder you.
All right.
I've
So,
already killed a god once.
so Bill is a mist groupie. Got it.
Yep, pretty
All right.
much.
We know what happened last time with that.
Hopefully, yes. I was going to say hopefully less of a psychotic Mist groupie.
Where is Bill living?
Bill lives in the shop.
In the shop. All right.
Yep,
Like
there's a loft above the shop.
okay. All right. So we'll all right. So you're basically, I mean, because you guys just got back when we last left, so you're in the process of basically meeting and hiring Bill, and that's what you're going to be doing for the next day or whatever.
Correct.
What is Fiamma doing?
Fiamma's bouncing in between checking out the orbs and making sure. Actually, since it's like right after,
Yeah.
she's probably mostly going to be working with getting the farm set
Okay,
up and regulated.
All right. So Fiamma's at the farm, setting it up with the kids and getting everything settled in there. All right. What is Melody doing?
I'm checking out the guild hall and like scoping out like the rooms and stuff.
Okay. All right. You're calling dibs on a room. Gotcha. All right. What is Mark doing? Gray, actually, but it says Mark on your name tag. Exactly.
I probably should fix that.
No,
know,
be the
man.
only survivor.
Yeah. I mean, Simba's in the inn chatting up Kazuki because Kazuki is like also young. I mean, Simba is only like a month and a half, 2 months old, but he looks like the same age as Kazuki.
Oh my god. I just realized I did that. Whoops.
Oops.
Oopsie.
So, is Gray gonna post up a room in the guild hall?
I mean, I could, but nah. I'm good with being outside.
All right.
Wanting to be in here with all these commoners.
Jesus.
All right. All right.
Nah, I'll be like, I don't know, like right here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go fishing or something.
All right. What's Wildheart up to?
Setting up early warning devices around my camp.
Okay. All right. Roll intelligence on that.
And then in a little while, I'll come and look at this apparatus, thing. Mm-hmm.
What's this?
2d6 plus your int.
Yeah. Let's see, 20. I think it was 0. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you set up some like warning systems and stuff. They're alright. They're decent. Nothing crazy. Nothing
It's
that's gonna.
just a goat that screams anytime someone's around.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We actually need it to be that.
Yeah. So while you're setting it up, the mechanical bear cub. Does he have a name? The mechanical bear cub?
I don't think I gave him a name.
I don't think so either. Just cub.
Boku.
Who?
Boku.
Like Boku?
Bokku.
Okay. Boku too. All right.
Yeah.
Bear. Yep. All right. Yeah. So Boku's like watching you and Yona, and he's watching some of the defenses, and he's sort of just like, what are you doing?
I'm making it so no one can sneak up on me.
Oh, the professor had that too. He had traps.
Yes. These aren't humane. These are just to warn.
He says, "Oh, okay. That seems much kinder." So yeah, you guys are all out and about and getting things set up. And did Fiamma ever send the bird to report back to Hawkins about Darren?
Yeah, I did say it happened every couple of days, so
Yeah.
at some point during this, it would have happened.
Yeah. Okay. And what message would have been sent, or would you have allowed Darren to send the message?
I would have allowed him to send a short message, accompanied by my message saying everything's good.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, Darren's basically saying, they're taking good care of us, and they said we had to wear these masks all the time, kind of thing. Is all he's saying.
I'm gonna decline him allowing them to say that we're making them wear masks.
Okay. So you just like black it out after he writes it. It's like a.
If they happen to cross us, then suddenly the
Redacted.
two masked people are the most likely. Yeah, no, I straight up just like scribble over top of it.
Yeah. It's like a government document where they just like black out like the stuff they don't want seen.
Yeah, I also write everything blacked out's for secrecy purposes.
All right. Cool. Let's roll on Dex to see how Bird's trip goes real quick.
Okie dokie, let me pull Fiamma's sheet up. Okay. +1, 10.
Yeah, 8's fine. Then what is Kroger?
What do you mean 8? It's a 10. It's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I see 9. Yeah. You didn't have +1 in there, so yeah, okay. So yeah, he gets there, fairly quickly, much more quickly than a bird in his condition should make it. So
Well, I did give him metal items to like wear, so
yeah, to
he
weigh
should
him,
be generally stable.
to weigh him down. What's Kroger doing?
Kroger is out in front of the guild hall by the river trying to set up some form of housing.
Okay. And does anyone invite Kroger actually into the guild hall, or do you usually guys let him sit up outside?
Okay, so who's currently like in the guild hall?
Well, you're in there.
Okay, well I guess I could peek my head out and be like, you don't really have to like just chill out here.
The water's better for my skin.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a frog.
I was just giving you the option.
Yeah. Because there's more things sort of popping up in this area, there is more commerce going on. I mean, you still just have sort of the two trade huts, and then you do have Mist's storefront. But then also, I said there's the inn, and the recent construction. Obviously, the construction crews that have been in and out have brought in more people as well, as sort of a budding place of interest because there's a lot of things happening. Gorm Gorm is sort of talking with Melody as you guys are just in there in the guild hall, and he sort of says to her, he says, yeah, the traffic's increased significantly. There's actually been some inquiries as to the purchasing of land or the renting of land for commercial purposes. Is that something you guys would be interested in, or?
I'm fairly sure. Like, yeah, we would need to approve it with everybody because we don't want just anybody moving in or somebody's sketch just settling down. But yeah,
I think it would be a rental of land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rent it, you can build
Yeah,
whatever
it
you
would
want on
definitely
it,
be
but we
rental.
own it.
Yeah. He says, all right, well, I'll definitely, would you like me to gather the proposals, or do you want to, meet with people in a certain place, or how do you want to handle that?
I think you should gather the proposals and we get final say.
Yeah.
Says, okay, I definitely will look into that then.
We trust you, but it still needs to be a group decision.
He says, you know what would be good is if maybe we had an office building, or I know you guys have the guild hall, but maybe a federal building or some sort of place of authority that people can go to for these requests, other than just sort of just asking around randomly.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
This is good. Where do you think you'd want to put such a thing?
In the middle of the river.
He says it might sink.
It's just my house. So,
Probably near the guild hall, I'd say, would probably be a good location.
What do you want on this side, or do you want on the other side? Because right
I'm
now,
thinking other side, right? Because that's
Yeah,
where the
other
roads
side.
come in.
yeah, all the traffic's coming in, on the roads.
Yeah,
Sort of
let's
through
put it over around this area, maybe. But I was thinking near the guild hall.
I don't know. You probably don't want to put it near Ted's house. That just puts off a bad vibe.
Maybe
They
over
have
here.
racing stripes.
Yeah.
Wherever
and you
wherever they come filtering in,
and
maybe
you guys could
welcome
extend the
center.
road too. I mean, you could extend the road, out here and put it down in here, or you can clear
I
out
thought it
trees.
should be towards the center, like right here.
Yeah, I mean, you can put it, I guess I would say think about town design, because where you put buildings is where they're going to be, and so
Yeah.
I guess think about how you want your town layout to be, sort of thing. Where do you see the future? If we were to call it a governor's house or something to that effect, where would it be? Or governor's office?
It's obviously going to be on both sides of the river, because you'd also want people living somewhat near the guild hall.
Yeah, well, it depends on who you want on the side of the guild hall. Do you want to?
I'm gonna live all the way out here. That's where I want to be.
I don't really have a say in
here.
this. I'm a frog, so.
Yeah. I mean, you're new to the scene, so you wouldn't get much of a vote.
But I will say, Fiamma will tell anybody to fuck off from around the tree and her place.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't planning on putting basically the welcome center there because that's kind of a weird welcome center area.
Yeah. Like I said, you can clear trees out too. So I mean, you guys could have trees cleared out here or down here or whatever, or even over here on this side.
Off over here and way down here, I think, is where the expansion would be.
Yeah.
I don't think we do anything behind the guild hall except it's our own personal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're thinking?
So it would all be right around in here, over in this area, this big O spot, that area.
Yeah. So where do you think for the town hall then?
Town hall should probably be most center. So it should probably be somewhere around in this area,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll put together some stuff for that, so we can put a down hall in there, and obviously that costs monies.
Yeah.
So I'll get together some buildings that you can look at and prices and stuff, and then we'll move forward with that in the coming.
Slowly turning this into a building sim.
Yeah, maybe
We're
a
good
little.
with that, yeah.
This is more than one kind of game. So something else that's been going on, as Grigori is sort of telling you, and some of you may have also shown up at the guild hall by the time this conversation starts to happen. But he starts talking about some of the news from the travelers that are coming through, there's been a lot of talk of like the priestess of small towns being stolen. You've heard this news before, but apparently it's reached this sector of the continent now. That it's a sort of an ongoing problem. That some priestesses are going missing from various towns, and no one seems to know why. They just mysteriously disappear in the night for, and like I said, no specific reason, and not even suspicion of who's doing it. So that's one thing that's sort of going on. Also, oh, also, so Mist. Have you checked on the your traps and stuff up here since you've been back?
Nope, because I just got back.
Yep.
I could totally do that though.
You should definitely do that.
Okay. Miz goes and checks on his house.
Cool. Yeah. So and what were the traps you left, or the what did you leave up there?
A bunch of tripwires and bombs outside to go off so other people would hear it and go look.
Yeah. So you get up to the guild house, and the door is ajar, and there's like a sort of a nice singe mark on the ground in front of the door. Looks like maybe a bomb's gone off. But as far as you know, no one heard anything.
Okay.
So
then I go inside.
Yeah. Okay. So as you walk inside, you see some like exploded remains on the ground. So there's just some like guts, some bone, but they've been exploded, right? And so it's just bits and pieces of something on the ground, some sort of being.
Okay. I would like to inspect said beam to see if I can figure out what, or maybe who it was.
Yeah, roll some discern realities.
Okay. That's on shit I don't have, because that's wisdom, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a gnome.
Definitely a gnome.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, you find like the jawbone, and it's definitely like the jawbone of a gnome.
Seeing as how no one's around, I'm gonna pick a little piece of meat up and taste it.
Yeah. Roll on your constitution.
On my constitution.
Yeah.
All right.
Them hams are back.
All right. So let me ask this question: when you picked it up and tasted it, did you want to like it?
I was curious as to whether or not it tasted as good as Hobbit.
Yeah. It does not taste as good as Hobbit. It tastes okay, but not nearly as good as Hobbit. Like you don't feel like any connection to it in like it doesn't make you sick, or you're not necessarily repulsed by it, but it's just
blah.
Yeah, it's just blah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me sad. I was hoping I was going to find another delicacy like Hobbit.
Yeah. So yeah, I think also when you're inspecting the scene, you notice the remnants of some spell work too. Like they were trying to disarm any problems, but it just didn't go. It didn't go their way, and it's just the one body there that you've noticed.
Okay.
So.
Let's see what I got here. Alright, then I would like to use, seeing as how we have people in town now, I'm going to go to Fluffy and I'm going to use my thing of connections, and I'd like to put the word out to the criminal underbelly and see if I can figure out who's sending people my way.
All right.
And I got to roll on charisma on that. All right, so that's a +2. Yeah, that's happening.
Yep. All right. So, it doesn't take long that Fluffy has some information for you, and because there was a gnome that passed through the inn, the only one, and he was wearing like an armband that had sort of this imagery of a large like green tree on it, and it's very similar to the tree that is on your bag of holding, and Miss would not have seen this, but the side of the cart that they found in the woods. So
all right, well then I'd just like to reset the traps. You said it was just one bomb that went off?
yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna reset that, and then I'm gonna mosey on.
All right. All right, and do you leave word with Fluffy or whoever to like be on the lookout for more people like this, or?
Yes, and to maybe keep an eye out on them if they're going towards my place.
Yeah. All right, cool. Meanwhile, Melody, you've got this this brewery you're starting. What's going on with that?
What you doing, honey?
Let's see. I would probably need to hire somebody.
Probably.
How many somebodies would I need to hire?
At least a minimum of 3. I mean, 3 to 5 is going to get it up and running. So.
Could I ask Gorm to help me vet people? To find
Sounds hot.
good
Yeah.
workers and stuff.
Now, I'll ask you the same question as I asked Miss. Do you want to use anybody that was already in town that you know?
No.
Okay. Well, nobody wants to use anybody in town.
No, because obvious reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you talk to Gorm, he tells you, he can sort of ask around and see just sort of people passing through. He says some of the construction workers are still in town. They're hoping that more work is coming through since there's been a lot of building. So maybe some of them. He does say to you that Darren and Imogen have been asking if there's anything that they could do to earn their keep.
With the two of them, I will ask him, if you think they would be good at this, then yes. But, I'm like, use your discernment. We all know that, Ted and his folks are a no-go.
Yeah. He says, well, obviously they're both sort of royalty. He says that Darren seems to, have his heart in the right place, but he's not sure how much physical labor he's ever done in his life, having been royalty. And he says that Imogen seems to have a good head on her shoulders, but here again, he doesn't know. He seems like they genuinely want to help, and they genuinely, have the desire to put forth effort. But he doesn't know how well they'll do yet.
Then I'll tell him to kind of use his best judgment, and if he thinks that they would be a good fit, that I would consider them, yes.
Yeah. He says, he can check on them periodically if you like, if you want to give them a trial period or something.
Yeah, I would appreciate that, man.
Yep. But he says what you're really going to need is a brewmaster, because obviously breweries aren't something that you just decide to do one day,
Except for me, because that makes sense, though. I mean, it tracks.
Yeah. and he says that maybe you could talk to Tweeg. Tweeg, you know, being sort of half cleric, half wizard. You know, has experience with sort of like magic and potions and things like that. That he might could come up with something, or you know, maybe even talk to Fluffy. She might, you know somebody.
Of course, yeah. All the resources that we can, man. All the resources.
Yeah. So do you want to ask Fluffy, or do you want to try let Tweeg try his hand at it?
I'm kind of interested to see how Tweeg would do.
Okay.
Because I think magical brew could be a really interesting sort of concept.
All right. So yeah, I mean, you know, we'll say, you know, you've talked to Tweeg and he's agreed to it, and Imogen and Darren, and that would also keep them sort of like sequestered away over there at the brewery, kind of away.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be working with the public, really.
Right. So yeah, you kind of get them set up, and they sort of start formulating a plan as to what to do and carry out and stuff like that. So, all right, cool. Gray's just talking to himself. Yeah, it's not weird at all. Yeah, it's totally normal. Kroger, you're out there. You're setting up your stuff in the water, and Gorm sort of just walks up to you, and he's like, "So, you followed them back, huh?"
Yep.
Well, he says, "I don't rightly think I've ever met a frogman before."
Likely not. We live in the ocean.
He says, "So, you from Southern Ocean or Northern Ocean?"
All ocean's ocean.
He says, "Now, you know that's not true. I know that's not true."
Okay.
He says, "All right then. Well, why'd you leave the ocean?"
I'm here. I was just talking to her. My bad.
The family got killed.
He says, "That's horrible. Horrible.
Chased out of my house.
What killed them?"
These damned old bugs.
He says, "Bugs in the ocean, you say?"
Out.
I've heard tell of that. Say, you should talk to Tweeg, or maybe Temperance. They've I think
What's
they've,
the twig?
What's Tweeg?
he's a green guy like yourself, although a lot shorter. You know, got a long nose, pointy ears, but green.
You know a lizard folk?
He's a goblin. He's a goblin, but don't hold that against him. He's not like
What's a goblin?
he's a well. That's a complicated question. He says, "I don't really know how to describe a goblin in a way that's appealing." So he's a little green guy. He's little. He's green. All right. There ain't any other little green guys around here. He's the only one. And
All right, I was about to say, you're going to have me harassing all the green guys.
yeah. And he says, and then there's Temperance. Temperance is she kind of little too. She little, and she's a halfling, and you know, she's probably smoking and cursing somewhere.
Yeah.
So you see a little person who's just smoking and cursing a lot. That's probably Temperance.
I don't really think I'd like to talk to someone like that. No good morals.
He says, "Well, takes all sorts, I suppose." He says, "So what are you looking to get out of all this?"
Well, I'm looking to train. I met a nice little fella. Well, met a nice big fella. Says he's trying to put together a group to kill these bugs. Boy, do I have reason to kill them.
He says, "Oh, all right. Well, I hope I never see these bugs." I said from the stories that I heard, they're pretty nasty.
They're disgusting.
He says, "All right. Well."
Heard tale of someone who punched one in the butthole.
He says, "I might have heard about something like that too." He says, "Well, I'm the resident old fogey around here. If you ever need anything, you know, I'll do what I can to help you out. You know, as long as you don't cause no trouble."
Yeah, do you know where I can find some fencing?
Well, I don't think we have any fencing schools around here. It's not that kind of place, you know. I think, it's probably going to be a bigger town that has them fancy fencing schools.
You don't need to go to school for a fence, sir.
Yeah, you can take that pointy stick and you like point and you say things like "have at thee" or some garbage like that when you're doing the fencing.
You can't freaking deal with this. You can't.
Sir, rightly I mean, do you have any large pointy sticks that I can put around my property?
He says, "Oh, you just want some the trees everywhere, boy."
Boy.
Sir, I'm gonna have to request you not call me boy.
Okay. I'm
I'm
sorry,
not
my
rightly
lady.
sure, but I may be older than you.
Oh my god.
He says, "I mean, I've been around a hot minute. How old might you be?"
I actually don't know frog ages.
This many.
It's like, okay, no, it's like 4 years.
He's 4 years old.
Yeah,
He
it only
says,
takes about a year for a frog to go into adulthood.
yeah. He says, he chuckles and he says, "Well, I think I got about 230 years on you on that one, I think."
Well, you're looking mighty good for your age, sir.
He says, "Yeah, I've been a lot better had that stupid god not stole away my power." That's a story for
What's
a
a
different
god?
time. What is a god? It's an excellent question. Jackass, that's what it is.
I don't think I'll rightly take well to gods.
Nah, man. You ever meet a person named Baylor? Nah, he's supposed to be dead. You ever meet someone named Baylor? You punch him in the nuts and you run.
You put in the nuts.
No, I don't rightly believe in dirty fighting. I'll
Nah.
square up to a man face to face.
It ain't dirty if you're punching a guy in the nuts. Ain't nothing dirty about punching a guy in the nuts.
My hands will be.
It's all right. You wipe it off. He's like, "All right, well, I'm tired. I'm gonna go have me a nap up here in this new fancy. You see this fancy building? I'm gonna have me a nap in there. I've never lived somewhere so big in my life." You just start
And I rightly reckon I'm looking for a little green man.
Yep, you do that. Twig. It's like twig, but eeg.
He's been hanging around Ted too long.
Yeah.
You guys left him there with him.
I know.
So, Wildheart, you get all your defenses put up, and while you're out there, sort of just strolling through the woods, smoking a pipe, Temperance walks up.
Smoking a pancake.
Yep. And Temperance walks up to you and says, "Well, aren't you just a tall glass of dark and handsome?"
Thank you.
Yep. What would Temperance do in this situation, Melody?
I don't know. I think she would probably just start with that and see where it went, because she doesn't put in a lot of effort. She just saw someone smoking or drinking or whatever, and she's like, "Cool, party time."
So,
You like the party.
yeah, she sees the mechanical bear and she says, "So, if I understand correctly, that's the bear's kid."
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the soul of her child.
Yeah. Would Temperance be interested in all in the whole magic of binding a head and soul to a mechanical body?
I mean, mildly so, especially if she had nowhere else to be.
Yeah. I mean, she's just wandering around,
Yeah. She'd listen.
Yeah. So she engages Wildheart in random conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Gray, you're out in the woods, and Simba comes and finds you. And Simba's kind of like, Pops, I'm hungry.
I guess we're going hunting.
He says, hey, Pops, can I be a dragon?
Don't burn down the forest.
He says, oh, God, thank goodness. This human skin's so itchy. God, it's so itchy.
Just be a dragon.
And yeah, so he just jumps in the air and like poof, he sort of like dragon forms, and he sort of like shakes himself off. And he's like, "All right, what are we hunting?"
What's out here? What would normally be out here? Deer, boar.
Yeah, it's probably some like deer, some boar.
Yeah, let's go hunting for
rabbits.
He is not going to eat a rabbit. I mean, he would, but we'd need
gonna take him like 30 of them.
Yeah, we're going to need like 30, 40 rabbits. I mean, 2 or 3 boar, he'd probably be all right. Let's go hunting for some boar.
It's like, all right, cool. Yeah, I mean, Pops, there's a lot of like people back in town.
No, we can't take people in town.
What if?
No, none of them are bad.
Yeah, but some of them, they're all alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one would miss them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't just go around eating random people because they're alone.
I know.
Like, that doesn't work. Like, that's how you get in trouble.
Pops, like, I really love Cal, right? Cal's good. I like Cal. I like Cal a lot. Yeah.
I have a feeling what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But you fed me that heart the one time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the best thing I ever ate.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. It made me tingly all over.
Yeah. We can't just go randomly just kill like people.
So it's like a special treat?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with a special treat.
Okay. So like
I can't give you that special treat. I can't just randomly kill people. Like that's we haven't even dealt with any bad people.
What if they're like dying?
Who do you know that's dying?
I mean, no one right now, but we seem to get into a lot of fights and people seem to die. I'm just
bad
asking.
People? Are you asking for bad people? Because I'm not like. What if like one of us died? You going to just eat one of ours?
I don't know. I mean, is that
no? There's a no. There's not. That's not an option.
But what
you can't. No, that is not an option. That's a no.
That's
That's a no. You can't just eat one of us.
I don't understand.
Bad people.
Okay, what makes a person bad?
Oh Jesus Christ! When we're fighting them, if they're trying to kill us.
No.
So if you fight
That's
someone,
a lot of people that aren't bad, dude.
Do you know how many times that like we've had to turn against each other because of a magical power?
Look,
or
man,
a random farmer that just says get off their land and
I guess we're just going to be eating random farmers then.
So if we fight them, they're bad. So we decide who's good and
No.
bad?
Oh no!
This is
don't.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm 90% sure Fiamma explained morality to him in an adequate way.
Yep, that is true. I do remember that.
Yeah, he wants Gray's perspective on it.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
He wants to wake
I
up.
can tell you when you can eat
More
somebody.
like the GM.
I'll tell you when. Hey, you can eat this person.
Okay, all right,
How about that?
all right. So
How about that?
okay, all right. So boar and deer it is, right? Huh? Boar and deer. Boar and deer. Okay.
Lots of boar and deer.
Boring deer. Yes. All right.
Boring deer.
All right. And so yeah, you guys go off and you start hunting some boar and some deer.
Man, that fairy dust's gonna get us killed one day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, you guys sort
Okay.
of like the day goes on, you take care of your various things, and sort of the night falls. When the night falls, where is everyone looking to sleep?
Well, if he's still in dragon form, he's sleeping out here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
How long has it been since I talked to what's his name?
the who's what's it?
How long has it been since I talked to
Oh
Gorm,
yeah,
I think?
you're still you're going to find Tweeg. So yeah, we'll
Okay.
you find Tweeg. Tweet.
Well, I'm legitimately just gonna sit down and talk to him about.
Yeah. So he's
Bug.
at the brewery at this point. So you're up here, and he's sort of like surveying the land and like writing stuff down, maybe putting together a materials list and stuff. So you walk up to him and what do you say when you first see him?
I reckon you're the little green man I'm looking for.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Jesus. He says, well, I guess you're the big green man who's looking for the little green man. My name's Tweeg, and who are you?
I'm Kroger.
And he says, well, Kroger, what do you think you need me for?
Well, I heard you may or may not have talked to some people or something about some bugs.
And he just starts cursing in Goblinese. It's like whatever. And he spits and he's like, bugs nearly killed me.
1, spitting's bad manners. 2, bugs nearly killed me too.
He says, were you on the island?
What island?
The one the bugs came from.
Oh, so you know where the bugs came from.
He says, yeah, I saw them coming out of the ground.
Wonder how they learned how to swim.
Ooh.
I was in the ocean when they attacked.
He says, well, some of them emerged in the ocean. I don't know if the ones on the land are the same as the ones on the ocean, but they all, well, I think the gods were killed, and well, they just sort of like, after the gods were killed, they just kept coming and kept coming.
That sounds like the bugs I'm talking about.
He says, we were floating away in a ship. I saw one. Looked like a giant, I don't know, centipede or something, but in the water.
You wouldn't happen to be acquainted with a, what do they call him? Big furry man, had some horns, named Jeff.
Yeah, I fought alongside Jeff.
Well, while I'm here talking to you, you think you might rightly be available to come help fight some bugs?
Hell no.
You know what's coming. He's like, no.
Even I knew that was coming. I still had to ask. I'll be like, suit yourself.
He says,
I'm currently trying to help them fight.
Is old Jeff still alive?
Last I saw.
He says, I watched Jeff kill his own brother and father.
I may or may not have eaten a guppy or two of my parents.
He says, well, they'd been mind controlled by the bugs. Jeff did what he had to.
I just didn't like the way Chet was looking at me.
Yeah. Well, old Jeff's pappy and bro, they're assholes anyways. He says, so the bugs, they gotten pretty far in the ocean?
Well, I can't rightly say about how far, seeing as I'm not too good with distance and whatnot, but I'd say I was a good 2 or 3 hours travel from shore.
He says, if they made landfall yet? Just on a player perspective, they haven't, but he's asking.
Couldn't rightly tell you.
He says, those things ever come up on land, we're all going to be in trouble.
Well, as long as I get strong enough, maybe we can do something about it.
He says, we got a fish man here in town. Used to live in the ocean.
Them fishmen are a weird bunch.
He says, well, you're not the most normal person I ever met.
I rightly take offense to that, sir.
Well, I suspect you should take defense to it, not offense.
You're an okay fella.
He says, "Say, you want a job working here in the brewery?"
Well, as nice as it is for you to offer me a job, I'm still in training. Following around these group of people you see. One of them's this real big tall feller, got this dragon following him around. Another one of them's kind of small, kind of loud. Plays a lot of music. Don't know what that's about.
He says, melody.
Don't even have a banjo.
It's a lute, but I know Kroger would not know or care or care.
Then there's this other fella. He's walking around with some kind of bear or something like that. I think that's what they're called. And then there's this small shady dude. Seems alright though.
Says, "Yep, that sounds. I mean, you hang out with that group, you're probably gonna find yourself in trouble a good bit."
Anything to get stronger.
Says, "Well, to each their own. It is their money that's keeping this place going, so must be some merit in it."
Well, I best let you get back to work.
He says, "Yeah, best get back to work. I don't need Melody cracking down on me."
She does get loud.
So you should hear her when she's drunk.
No thanks.
You should ask her about kneecaps sometime.
Well, I reckon I will next time I see her.
All right, good. It'll be enlightening, I'm sure.
I'm gonna start walking away. While I'm walking away, I'll be like, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be taking some of these trees here. That all right with you?"
He says, "Not my trees."
Then I'm just gonna go start trying to chop trees down.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. So does anyone else want to do anything before the night falls?
I mean, knowing me, I've probably like taken some of my random like decorative shit out of my pack to like decorate my space in the guild hall.
Yeah. All right.
You know, rocks and bones and
Yeah.
various fabrics and shit.
It's like a weird, human version of a rat nest.
It's part well-kept ladies' room, part dungeon for fucking serial killers.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an eclectic style, and I'm not saying that I don't have actual stones and bones in my room right now in real life. So.
But do you have the McNuggetite?
Oh, you mean the rock the rock that looks like a chicken nugget?
Yeah.
I actually do have that.
Have a McNuggetite. Cool. So we'll say it's evening. Before everyone goes to bed, would you guys be drinking in the inn at all? I mean, you guys haven't
probably.
You guys haven't had a lot of time to rest in the last
Yeah.
week or so. So who all would be in the inn drinking?
Miss would probably be in there having a beer.
Yeah.
Yes. This
Yeah, I'll
guy
probably drink.
partakes of the fire water.
Yeah.
Drinking, no, but I am looking for Melody, so I'll end up there.
Yeah. All right. And Gray?
Definitely drinking.
Yeah. You
I'm
guys
probably talking to Rose because she's always in there drinking.
Of course,
Simba-
he is definitely in his human form.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Simba's with you, but you're not letting him
Yeah.
drink though.
Man.
We don't need a drunk dragon.
He doesn't like drinking.
Yeah, remember he didn't like it.
No, but doesn't mean he's not still curious about it.
You know. Couple sips ain't gonna hurt, but I ain't gonna
Oh
give
my
him a whole
god,
one.
no!
Yeah, he still doesn't like it.
Yeah, see, there you go. You still don't like it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are in there. It's very crowded. It's the most crowded you guys have ever seen it. Crowded enough to where it's pretty tight, pretty tightly packed. So You're all in there. You're having a good time. Melody, do you play the musics?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for it.
All right.
Yeah, you play a shanty tune, and lots of people sing along, and it's pretty well received by the group. So you guys are in there for several hours, and then suddenly a fight breaks out.
Of course.
In the far corner of the bar, and you hear some yelling, and initially you see this troll, and he's like, "You're effing cheating, and I know it!" And then he takes a swing and he punches a guy, and the guy he punches falls right on the table that you guys are at, and you see the person that he punches, and you recognize O'Connor, the elf sailor that you had met in Macrotier.
Yeah, the racist.
So he lands on the table.
I feel a bad person coming on.
And then you
what?
Then you see now tussling with the troll, Randall, the other elf sailor that you guys had met. And O'Connor shakes his head, and he's like, "Oh God!" And he looks up and he says, "You guys,
What the hell are you doing here?"
He says, "What are you doing in this backwater trade route?"
Fiamma would say, "Kill him."
Yeah, I know, right?
Fiamma's not here, though, right?
I feel someone's gonna get eaten.
Kroger's gonna try to stop the fight.
Okay.
Well, do y'all say anything to O'Connor when he says that? Did anyone?
He doesn't deserve an answer.
Why the hell are you here?
I just kind of stare at him. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like,
they're not worthy of an answer.
Who are you again?
he says, "Oh man, it's me, O'Connor. We were in that fight in the Rusty Cunt, you know." And
Just look.
And he
ring a
kind of sits
bell.
up. He kisses me. He's like, "All right, well, we'll catch up. I gotta go help my bro." And so he runs over to join the fight between Randall and the troll, and they're fighting and tussling. And
You're gonna fuck something up.
Breaking our shit.
So Fluffy sort of walks up beside you guys, and she's like, "I appreciate it. Y'all take care of that. If you don't, I will. But I prefer not to get my hands dirty, since that's my establishment and all."
I mean, Kroger's already heading over there.
All right. So yeah,
God,
Kroger, you
deal
reach
with
them.
it again.
What are you trying to do?
Well, first I'm gonna try and shove myself in between them.
All right. Yeah. Roll on strength.
Should have my advanced dice roller up. Why do I not? I do not shove myself in between them.
Yeah. So as you're going to shove yourself in between them, the troll is going to punch one of them, and your face just sort of gets in the way, and the troll lands a pretty nice hit right in your face, so you'll have to click the damages. Hello, dice roller. Nice to see you again. Yeah, just 2 damage, so not enough to really cause you a whole lot of pain. But yeah, definitely hits you, just sort of glances off the side of your face and causes him to miss the elf. And he sort of just yells, "Watch it!" As he continues to fight with them.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this now.
All right. So are you walking up?
Oh yeah.
Simba's like, "Pops, we gonna fight?"
No, I'm gonna deal with this. You're gonna stay right there.
He's like, "Ah."
Oh, nothing. I'm gonna deal with this. You're gonna stay right there.
All right. So what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna stop the troll.
All right. Do you want to restrain him, or are you gonna punch him? Or
I don't need to punch him. I'm gonna tell him while I'm restraining him, you need to settle down.
all right. Roll on strength.
Yep. Oh Jesus Christ! There's, yeah. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Barely.
So, you restrain him, but he's like as you restrain him, he sort of like elbows you in the face. You do get him restrained.
You're gonna get hurt.
So you take 2 damage. He sort of just like elbows you in the face, and you're holding him in place. And he's like, "Let go!"
You're gonna die.
Does anyone else do anything? Because
Chill out.
Now that you're restraining him, both O'Connor and Randall are gonna like they're taking the opportunity to try and get in like some cheap shots.
No. I'm gonna kick one. Yeah, stop them, or I'm gonna have to kick one of them in the face.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah.
Okay,
Y'all are gonna
I
have
go
stop
over to
them.
the group and I try to use my charisma to kind of cool the situation down.
Stop them before I have to hurt them.
Okay.
What do you
Somebody's
say?
gonna get eaten.
And who are you saying it to?
I'm just kind of overall shouting like, we don't need this to get ugly. Like, I'm just like, this is not going to end well if you guys continue.
So as Randall and O'Connor come in, they hear you talk, and they're like, they see you, and they're like, hey, where's the redhead?
They're talking about. You know who they're talking about. They're talking about Fiamma.
Oh yeah, I didn't know if she was redheaded or not. Oh, that's
Yeah.
did she have the red dress though? I didn't know she's redheaded.
Yeah, she's redheaded.
Okay. Well,
Do you answer?
yeah, I do.
What do you say?
I'm vague about it though. I'm like, she's off working on something.
They're like, I mean, we'd stop for her.
I'm sure you would.
That's nice.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the troll is still struggling to get away. He's trying to get loose.
Yeah. This troll's a nobody, isn't he?
Yeah,
Just a random troll.
Yeah, he's random troll in the
Just needed to know that.
Yeah.
Snaps his neck.
So anyway.
So is Wildheart doing anything?
Yes, she's gonna step in between. He's step in front of the troll.
All right. I mean, are you doing something threatening, or what is your ultimate goal here?
Just to stand there awkwardly.
All right.
Hi guys.
You stop it, sir.
Roll on charisma then.
Ooh.
He spits in your face.
Okay. Yeah, you can deal
Yes.
with. You can deal with that whatever way you want to now.
Yeah. What's Miss doing right now?
Probably laughing.
Watching this crazy shit go down.
Okay.
He's going to
Yeah.
position himself behind everybody.
Okay.
Well,
You're gonna have to deal with this.
they're sort of like at opposing. I mean, right now the two elves are talking to Melody because they're really interested in where Fiamma is, because last time they met Fiamma, they had a good time with her. And the troll's still angry because he's just he's drunk and
Yeah, he's drunk, all right.
yeah. And he just spit in Wildheart's face.
Yeah.
So, Mist, are you trying to get behind like Gray and the troll, or?
Yes, I'm standing behind Gray, getting ready to act if I need to.
Pick
Okay.
his pockets while he's not here. I have him restrained.
Yeah,
Take
so-
his money.
So,
He's drunk. Take his money.
Kroger, you've sort of regained your composure. What are you doing?
How close are we to the door?
Yeah, when you go outside.
A decent little distance.
Shouldn't he
Alright,
be able
so-
to help me, like, take him outside since he's kind of restrained?
Oh yeah, for sure. If you
So-
if you guys just want to drag him outside, you can.
The two elves are distracted, right?
Yeah, they're chatting with Melody because they're now like they're thinking with their peepees.
Yeah.
Cool, good. As long as
Yay.
they're distracted. I'm gonna walk towards the door, then I'm gonna whirl around, look at the troll, and cry out a challenge.
Okay.
I will happily let him go if that challenge works.
11.
All right. So what do you
I'm
say
the
to him?
most obvious threat to be dealt with. I literally just roar.
Yeah, so in his drunken stupor, he's like, "You want to go too? You want to go too? I'll take you out and everyone else in this bar." And Do you let him go, Gray, or do you keep restraining him?
Yeah, sure. If you want to go outside and get your ass kicked, that's fine with me.
While I'm backing towards the door, I'm like, let's take this outside, son.
So you look over and he just starts stomping, like, towards Kroger and the door.
Hey, don't stomp so hard. I don't know how good these boards are.
Yeah.
You are a troll.
You break it, you buy it.
I'm pretty sure Fluffy will kill him too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll let her.
Yeah. So does anyone else do anything else while he's stomping towards Kroger?
I just want to see this happen.
Hey, we can go outside, son.
So you saying that to Simba?
Yeah.
Simba's like, oh, we going outside?
Yeah, we're gonna see this guy get his ass kicked because he won't listen.
He's like, okay, cool. So is he bad?
Stop.
Hey!
Yes, he is very bad.
He's like, oh, Wildheart said he was bad.
Wildheart, yeah, Uncle Wildheart did say he was bad. He did spit in Wildheart's face. Let's just see what happened. Also, he is drunk, so he probably normally wouldn't do this. That's why I don't like you drinking alcohol, because you do something normally you wouldn't do.
He says, yeah, it tastes bad. Why does anybody drink it?
It'll get you drunk.
But that's bad, right?
Not always.
But because we said that this guy's drunk and it's not good.
Have you ever seen one of us do anything crazy when we got drunk?
Yes.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. We haven't did anything bad when we've been drunk. How many times have you seen me drunk? I've drank a lot in front of you.
You guys just do crazy things all the time.
Yeah, we're not always drunk. And we're not drunk when we do them.
Yeah, Melody's sober most of the time, but when she
don't do crazy things, we get put in crazy situations.
Music, like dances.
So
and
you
stuff.
guys are having this conversation. Kroger, this are you walking out the door, or are you waiting for him to reach you at the door?
Yeah, I'm leading him outside.
Yeah. So he just stomps in after you, and he's like, "Are we taking this outside? Are we? We taking this outside? You want this to get serious? Let's go real serious. All right? I'm gonna make you like into frog soup. Frog soup. I'm gonna have frog legs. Have me some frog legs. That's what I'm gonna have."
Oh my god.
Large talk for a man about to be on his knees.
So, he gets outside. And you get the rest of you guys just follow them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Let me roll to see if he notices you guys even behind him or not.
He doesn't care.
He might. I mean, let's see. I'm gonna roll 2d6. Yeah, he doesn't notice you guys behind him at all. So yeah, he walks out, and he sort of like starts to stumble run towards you, Kroger. What do you do?
I prep myself.
What
I'm gonna catch him. So, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is that when he rushes me, I'm gonna grab him and sling him into the ground.
Okay,
behind me.
Just roll on strength then. Looks like a grapple move, basically.
Bam.
Yeah, so he runs and he swings, and you just sort of like catch him in the arm and throw him down, or
Yeah, like I like hip toss him.
yeah. Roll damage.
What is my damage? Yeah. Need to move my dice really. Ooh. 3 damage.
Cool. So yeah, you toss him on the ground, and he kind of like grunts like ugh, and he says, "Look, cheap shot. You fight me like a man with your fists. Don't be throwing me around like some sort of person that throws things."
Back on your feet, son. You're gonna learn a hard lesson today.
He says, "I am on my feet," and he's like, ugh, and he starts to stand up. And do any of you, the rest of you, take an action while this is happening?
I'm not fighting him.
Yeah.
We're just letting this happen.
Yeah.
Melody makes popcorn.
So
Yeah.
Melody,
I pull snacks out of my bag.
Randall and O'Connor followed you out, and they're still just like talking to you, and they're like, it's like, so what have you been doing like since we saw you? Like, is Fiamma, is she like seeing anyone, or you know when she's gonna be back, or
No.
He says, hey, did you hear about the
You guys are very annoying. Trying to watch the fight.
They're ignoring you. And they're like to you, Melody, like, hey, did you hear about the commotion at the Coliseum? Like, the Duchess was like kidnapped or stolen, or I don't know, something crazy went down. Yeah, the the Duke of Macrotier, he's real mad. I mean, he's real mad. Like, you know, there's like lockdowns and things have gotten pretty crazy around there. So you know, and they're just talking to you. Do you entertain them?
No.
No.
I'm like, I'm trying to watch the fight, man.
No.
Cool. And Simba's like to you, Gray. He's like, "Hey, should we help?"
No.
He's got this.
This is a one-on-one fight. Ain't no reason to help.
Do I overhear him say that?
Probably not, because you're in the midst of what you're doing.
Fair enough.
So yeah, all right. So Kirker, the guy sort of like staggers back up to his feet, and he pulls his fists up, and he's like kind of like, you know, wobbly, and he goes to take like a punch, but the move is super obvious, so you have the option to react to that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him in the face instead.
All right, yeah, you get just roll on strength with the +1.
Oh, with the +1? Sweet.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, you punch, roll damage. You punch him square in the face.
Bam!
Yeah,
I'm breaking a nose.
yeah, you definitely like break his sort of long troll nose, and you knock him down. Like you hit him, and he falls back down to the ground again, and he grabs his face, and he's like,
Cries like a bitch.
another cheap shot. Oh, and then he sort of just like passes out.
Just look at him and go, cheap shot for cheap man.
Yeah, he passes. He's unconscious.
Oh, okay, good enough.
All right, then I'm gonna drag him to the water and put his face in the water real quick.
You're going to drown him?
It's
Yeah.
night time.
No,
It's forever night time.
I know
Well,
every
Simba,
single one
this
of you
is
have
what
seen the movies where they douse people with buckets
Yeah,
of
that's
water
what I
while
was
he's doing
thinking.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
yeah,
not
but-
done with the fight yet.
I feel
Yeah.
like this is a waterboard going on, but okay.
I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I've
so,
seen worse.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
so he has greasy black hair. It's about a foot in length. So you grab him by the hair and just shove his head
Grab
in
him
the
by
water.
the back of the neck.
Okay, so you shove his face in the water, and initially, like, at first nothing happens. Like his head is just in the water, and then all of a sudden, like, all of a sudden he's just sort of like starts struggling.
And I pull him back up.
Yeah, and so he just starts coughing and hacking, and he's like, oh, "What the hell, man?"
Sobered up now, son?
He says, "Sober enough to." Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm gonna pick him back up, start brushing him off, be like, alright. Now let that be a lesson, son.
Go
Don't pick
play.
fights you can't win.
He's like, "I was winning until you stepped in." And then he looks over and he sees Randall and O'Connor over there talking to Melody. And he's like, "Those dirty cheats! They're cheating at cards.
Oh my god.
They owe me money." And both Randall and O'Connor are like, "Shut up! You're just a sore loser." They probably were cheating.
I want to turn towards them and be like, mulligan the game.
And they're like, "We won fair and square."
Or I can give you the same treatment.
They look at Melody and they're like, "Who's this joker?"
You know what? I think, just to prove Kroger's point, that I'm going to use Charming and Open
All right.
to ask if they're cheating.
So how do you do it? Do you bat your eyes, or I mean, you know, what's the?
Well, first, I look at Kroger and I'm like, you want proof if they were cheating or not?
Yeah.
And I look at him and I was like, you know, that kind of like mesmerizing, just like the, you know, the glamour or whatever, and just be like, hey, you can tell me, and everyone here, were you guys actually cheating?
And so they sort of look at you, and then Randall's like, "I mean, we weren't cheating per se. I mean, I'd call it, you know, tactical advantage. Yeah, I mean,
So-
just because we're smarter doesn't mean that it's cheating."
So I look at Kroger, I'm like, do with this information what you will.
So I'm gonna look him square in the eyes and be like, boys, now you know that's not a right, fair, honest fight. If you'd like one, Or if you don't, give back the money.
They're like, fine, and they pull out like a little change purse and grab like, it's something like 30 silver, and they just like throw it on the ground beside the troll.
Why you guys always cheating?
He
Why
says,
do they have to be just so fucked up, man?
The dwarf
like-
in me wants to yell, "Damn dirty elves!"
they're,
Why you always cheating?
they're like, we're not cheating. We're just using the gifts that,
Oh
the-
my god.
that we were given from birth.
Why you always cheating?
It ain't cheating. Tactical advantage.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what we call it. Yeah, we should let him kick your ass.
And,
But-
and Simba's like, are they bad?
Not bad enough to eat.
Okay.
I mean, we could open up a portal and send them anywhere. They never come back.
He says, I thought we were supposed to show that to strangers.
Yeah, we're not showing that. That's a joke.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like this.
Jesus.
I feel like this is a Conehead
Robotic-ass
moment.
laugh.
Yes, a Conehead moment. That's good.
So then they turn back to Melody and they're like, so, about Fiamma.
Oh my god!
You know what? If she sees you again, she'll probably kill you.
She like, kill us? I mean, she killed us last time, if you know what I mean.
Oh my
Anyway.
God.
Yeah,
if she,
well, the thing
if she
about
heard that,
Fiamma-
she'd probably kill you.
Yeah, the thing about Fiamma is like she's like a Black Widow spider once, and then the second time she'll literally kill you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And
That's fine. I mean, if you want to die,
I don't have to kill anybody. There's a certain fish man running around. They'll do it for me.
That is also true.
So,
So basically, we could just lie and be like, "Yeah, she got a boyfriend."
Yeah.
they're like, well, I'm sure that doesn't make much of a difference to her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You
I
know
mean,
what?
Not wrong.
They-
Yeah, you're not wrong, but
They're like, hey man, you guys are pretty strong. Like, are you guys gonna enter the tournament in Macrotier?
I think that was one of our tasks we needed to do, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things that we were planning on doing.
Yeah, I mean, but they're just asking.
Do we really want to tell them that we're
you-
going back?
Do we really want to tell them that so they can follow us? Because that's what they're going to
I don't want to be with them.
They're like, they're like, hey, I mean, our ships just docked at the seaside port in the town just to the west of here.
I'm
I mean,
not
we could
sitting on a fucking
could,
boat with them.
we could give you passage to Macrotier with us. We're heading back tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get there.
We
No?
have things to take care of.
Yeah,
prior.
we'll get there.
He says, all right. I mean, we get there in like a day.
I
We're
couldn't
good.
spend the day with them.
We're good, man.
He says, all right. Well, offer still stands. We're delivering supplies back that way. So, you want to join us, you can. I mean, you guys can get there like instantly. So it's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're offering because
Melody, I'll happily go with you for a day. Just ride with you.
No!
So they look at you and they're like, really? Hey,
No!
are you like
No!
are you like Fiamma? Are you guys like
No!
you guys are buddies?
I tell you what. You should talk to my friend Rose.
Oh my God.
They're like,
She is going to kill them.
oh, cool.
Yep.
Who's Rose and where's she at?
These guys just want some. Oh,
Yeah, I know, and
They're
Rose will give
sailors.
it.
All right. Isn't
So-
she
She's
the
really
goblin?
short, and she's got pink hair, and she curses like a sailor, and she smokes and drinks. So go find her.
She's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, and they kind of like run off.
Yes, there
Yeah,
we go.
Mike, I want you to keep in mind that I did also say a while back that I would occasionally be going to Fluffy to do some more than extracurricular work.
Yeah.
So, there's a chance they'll run into me there.
Yeah. So just real quick,
They won't want to pay for it.
they definitely find Rose and invite her on the ship with them. Does she go?
Of course she does.
Cool. All right. So yeah, like in the morning, they'll take off. She'll go with them to their ship, and so she'll end up in Macrotier within the next couple of days. right, cool. So yeah, I mean that sort of dissipates, and the troll sort of like dusts himself off, and he's sort of like picking up the money off the ground, and he's like, "Sorry, I caused so much trouble, but they were cheating, and I couldn't let it stand."
You know, you gotta keep your head around you, son.
He says, "How do I keep my head around me? It doesn't make sense."
Well, there is more than one way to skin a catfish.
He says, "Do what now?" I mean, you don't really you descale fish. You don't really skin them.
Catfish don't have scales, son. Learn biology.
I'm really confused. You know what? You know, I think I'm still drunk. You know what? I'm just gonna.
Too drunk for this conversation.
I'm gonna go back to my room and maybe sleep this off. It already feels like I have a hangover. My head hurts.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And so he walks back into the inn. So, and you guys are all standing outside. And Simba's like, "Well, that's boring. Nobody died."
I'm gonna look right at him and be like, "Son, you don't always need death."
He says, "I know, but well, it's hard to explain."
It's not hard to explain. You're hungry.
He says, I am hungry. Yeah. It's not the
Is
same
he trying
kind
to eat people again?
He's like, it's not
He's
the same.
trying to eat people again. Yes.
He's like, it's not the same kind of hunger though. Like, I don't know.
Again, but say this on a player level, but what if I just found a new frog wife, made 200 tadpoles, and he ate those?
That's so mean.
Obviously, Kroger wouldn't be for it, but like
200 souls.
just to sate my own curiosity.
I don't
So
know how that's
He
I
wouldn't
will-
like frog.
I will say that the power of the soul correlates to the age of the soul to some degree. So
Doesn't particularly matter. We grow up to adulthood in a year, so give it like 6 months, and he's
Yeah.
got some
yeah, I mean, sure.
some pretty hefty souls to eat.
So you're saying
200
the
of them.
older they are, the more powerful the soul is?
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going, Gray.
I do.
Okay.
We feed him elves.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I bet you would feed him elves.
Gray's like, "Oh man, well, if it wants me, it's not that impactful. There's this like group of orphans."
No, they're not old enough.
Not to mention that's the time Fiamma tries to kill the dragon.
Yeah, like why would we just randomly do?
Oh, that would be a fun battle to play out. Just gonna put that out there. All right, anyways.
What? Tons of little orphans and a dragon, just watching them like plow through children.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another question. So, when this is definitely still player level, when the dragon eats the soul, is that power transferred into his soul?
It's well, I don't want to give a lot away.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
yeah,
I accept that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like. There's a correlation, but it's not like he doesn't gain like their powers. Like
So does it?
Yeah.
So we
No,
make
I'm
sure
not
this does
asking
not have
that.
to be
I'm just asking if their soul's power goes into his soul.
like. So we're making sure
And
that
if that's still too much information, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
like it doesn't
But,
have
like,
to just be
all I'm
humans,
saying-
right? It's
all I'm saying, if
elves,
that's the
every
case,
other thing, right?
my black fire is going to slowly diminish that.
Yeah.
So we're just going with the heart now. Is where the soul lies. We're just gonna feed him hearts now.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
yeah.
it?
That's the
Okay,
Fires
I'll
and
accept that.
horseshoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he can eat the whole body as long as they're alive.
Jesus, they have to be alive when they
Yeah.
get it. I mean,
Or just freshly dead within like moments of death.
okay, I'll accept that too because I was like, I kind of ripped that. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, like the soul's gonna leave the body pretty quickly, but like if you can, catch it within like, a seconds of their death.
So murder. Okay, great. All right.
Yeah. So, anyways, So yeah, the excitement of the night sort of dies down. And do y'all have anything else to do before you turn in for the night?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to sneak into that troll's room and spit in his face while he's
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean-
Roll on Dex for your stealth. I'll give you a +1 because he'll be sleeping pretty hard.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So now, how do you do it? Is it just a quick spit, or do you like slow loogie into his face?
Yeah, slow loogie into his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as it drops in his throat, he like kind of coughs and like his head jerks up, and he headbutts you. But he doesn't wake up. So you take 3 damage as he sort of butts you in the head, knocking you off of him, and then he like falls back down to sleep.
That could have been really bad.
But yeah, you successfully loogied into his mouth.
One of those ones from the back in. All that phlegm.
He was just on the way up there. He was like,
So when you exit his room, Fluffy's standing there, and she says to you, "Now I
That was
pride
fucking gross.
She says, "Now I pride myself on running a quality establishment, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't sneak into my guest's room. If I catch you doing it again, it's not going to turn out nice."
What the hell just happened?
Fluffy threatened him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you answer her with anything, or you just like
oh,
mosey
she
on?
was so nice while she was here.
He's like, says, I've done what I needed to do.
She says, "Well, you can spit in anyone's mouth anytime you want. Just don't do it while they're in the privacy of a room rented in my establishment."
Oh.
Unless they ask for it.
A special request that costs extra.
Yeah.
She's like, don't be giving out freebies.
You've given me new purpose.
So she says, and she just waits for you to like leave.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Anyone else?
No, I'm good on the loogie front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So then everyone wakes up the next morning. The next morning will be Friday, April the 23rd. By the time you get up, Randall and O'Connor are gone with Rose.
Thank God.
Huh?
It's like, thank God.
Yeah. Troll's obviously still sleeping in his room. Are any of you early risers, or are you guys waking up sort of like later morning?
Kroger's up at the crack of dawn.
I'm up. We're going to get food.
I think Mist is sleeping in.
Yeah.
I'm
Not.
probably up.
Where's everyone sleeping? I guess. I mean,
I was sleeping in my area in the guild.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mine too.
Yep. Wildheart, are you in your TP?
Yes.
All right. And Kroger, you're just in the water in front of the guild hall.
With a couple of logs around me. I've
Yeah.
got to get them fashioned into some form of fence.
Yeah. All right. All right, cool. So yeah, you all sort of wake up at your respective times, early in the morning, and so do you have any? Let's see. What was it? It was Friday, April the 23rd. Yep. So as you're getting your day started, Ted and crew are they're it's bright and early. They're outside and they're painting flames on the side of their little house, and singing some sort of whatever the medieval version of ICP is.
No, it's actual ICP because Kyle taught them it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Well, canon,
So yeah,
really.
Ted's like Kyle, these beats are dope. Am I saying that right? Dope beats.
Yeah, now you're getting it, son.
He's like, yeah, these beats are dope. Yeah, and I mean, these words just speak to my heart. They're like,
Of course they do.
they're like everything that like I think put into like music.
Fuck your mom on the kitchen table.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you remember when you guys met me and I like was with that like that sweet dwarf chick and then like her like beau was chasing me? Good times. Yep. So is Fiamma did she return?
Fiamma returns every night
Yeah, okay.
because she's got her own shack that she needs to be at.
Yeah. So once Ted sees Fiamma, he's sort of like like Fiamma, where how are the orphans doing?
Want to come see him?
He's like, hell yeah, I do. Hey
All right,
guys,
put a blindfold on.
hey guys, you want to come like, see the little ones? The ones you met before?
Nope. Only you, sir.
Oh, okay, guys, chill. It's just solo mission, guys. Solo mission. All right, y'all keep painting them flames. All right, make them righteous.
I'm gonna blindfold him.
Yeah, that's fine. He's like, cool. Like, why am I blindfolded?
'Cause I don't want you seeing the shit I do.
He's like, that's cool. I
Because
mean,
Fiamma has a kink.
he's like, I probably wouldn't understand it anyways. I don't know much about the magic.
Better safe than sorry.
So you just like guide him through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
once we get closer towards it is when I put the blindfold on.
Okay, cool. So then you pop up on the other side,
Yeah.
and then you take the blindfold off.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, hey, is this Ugrin?
Yep.
He's like, and did I fall asleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, damn, Kyle, those drugs are good.
So since we're in the backyard, I'm just gonna holler out. They should be awake by now.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're working on a farm, they're like the sun's
Yeah.
up there, right? So yeah, I mean, some of the kids come running out, and as soon as they see Ted, they start running out, and they're like, Uncle Ted, and they run around him, and he's like, hey, little dudes, how's it going? And the priest walks out, and the priest walks over to Fiamma and is like, it's like, hey, I just want to say thank you again for setting us up here in the farm. The kids really like working the farm, and it's a lot safer here than what we left.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, came to check up on it today. They generally just keep working on the farm. I'll definitely be back again tomorrow for a little more weapons training with some of the older ones.
Yeah. And so then Ted's like talking to the kids, and he's like, "Oh, little dudes, man. So you like working the farm, huh? You getting them farming skills? Yeah." And the priest walks up to Ted, and he's like, "Oh, Ted, we still can't thank you enough. I mean, I know it hurts selling the orphanage, but we didn't have any choice, did we? It's just things were getting bad, weren't they?" Ted's like, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, and we're lucky that I met all these chill dudes. They're all so cool." And then when you mentioned weapons training, Ted's like, "Hey, could I get some weapons training?"
Oh no.
What do you know how to fight with?
He says, "Well, I got
Watch, she's gonna be like these sweet ass nunchucks.
I got
I'm
like
no.
I got Ted Cannon number 1 and Ted Cannon number 2.
Yeah, just as terrible. Yeah. Beautiful. Thanks, Mike.
All right. So, since we had all these rusty old weapons and stuff, I'm going to test him with the other weapons during weapons training tomorrow and figure out what he's generally okay at and train him in that.
All right, cool. When you do,
Be good to have another someone to fucking help defend the farm.
he's generally terrible at wielding weapons. He seems to be okay using his fist, but like with weapons, he seems to be kind of clumsy with them.
That's fine. Well, then I'll train him with what I'm best at, and that's the spear.
All right.
I should be able to train him at least to a moderate level with that, since I'm good with it.
Yeah. So no, but he doesn't want to stay at the farm. He wants to go back to the guild.
Oh yeah, we don't stay all the time.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I'm basically there to like run over things, see how everything's going.
So yeah, while you're there, so the priest is like, yeah, the town's filling up pretty quickly. It's only been a couple of days since the incidents, but like there's already people moving in. I guess there's a lot of available land, and I think they're selling it off cheapish. So the town's starting to fill up. He says, there seem to be envoys from McAteer here on visiting for something. I don't really know what, but it seems like over at the castle there's ruckus going on. Who knows?
Sure do wonder what that could be about.
Yeah, that sounds.
I'm also going as an afterthought to be like, hey, what is he wearing?
The priest?
Yeah.
It's like a black robe.
Okay. I'm going to recommend to him that he takes that off and wears regular clothes for right now.
He says, "Oh, I guess so. I mean, these are my holy garbs, but if you think it's better that I wear something else, I mean, I'm in your employ, so what am I to complain?"
I'm basically going to let him know that like some holy people have been disappearing from places. I don't know. I didn't really pay much attention, but I need an adult on the farm, so make sure not to get kidnapped.
He says, "Oh, well, that sounds terrible. Does that have anything to do with the missing priestess?"
Maybe. Sure, that might be what it is.
He says, "Yeah, it's it actually happened in the town we came from. They stole the priestess. I don't know who it was, but she just up and disappeared, and we never saw her again."
Neat. Anyways, I gotta take Ted back.
He's like, "I don't know if neat's the word I would use, but sure. You're the boss. You're the boss."
I'm an angel. It doesn't faze me.
Yep. So yeah, you and Ted head back.
Blindfolded, of course.
Yeah, blindfolded. And you guys are doing all that. So, Mist, old Bill, he says, he sort of flags you down or whatever. Or you go to check on him, and he's like, "Hey, man, so like I've had a couple of customers come in, and a lot of them are asking. You gave me this bag of magical stuff. These people have been asking what some of it does, and I mean, I just don't know."
Okay, so are we talking like the random shit that I put in
Yeah.
there? That's gonna be our grab bag of random.
He says, "Oh, okay. So, I guess a mystery box type of thing.
Yeah.
Should I
we
package
do
them individually or just leave them in the bag?"
I would display them individually.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll just put them on the counter and just be like, buy at your own risk sort of thing.
Pretty much. Yeah, we don't know what it does, but it's definitely magical.
Okay, all right. Should I let people handle them, or should they have to blind buy them?
Put a sign out that says "Ask to touch, handle at your own risk."
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, some of these things just, I don't know, they look like regular stuff. I mean, this one over here just looks like a spoon. I don't know what it does, but it looks like a spoon.
Let me tell you, there was one that looked like a chapstick, and some dude put it on and he melted. So,
Dear God.
yeah, like I said,
Buy at your own risk.
Yeah.
Totally
Buy
made
at
him
your own
hot.
risk.
Yeah. He says, "Hey, and did you mention to him about you know, underground dealings in the basement?"
He doesn't know about that yet.
Okay, all right.
That
is
will
something-
be a thing.
Is that something you're advertising, or is that not yet in motion?
It is being advertised, but only to the clientele that Fluffy sends my way.
Okay, all right. Um, he was like, "Yeah, some guy came by here, and he said he heard from someone else that they could, something about in the basement, but like, you told me not to go down there, so what do I do with that?"
Tell him to come back when I'm here.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Cool. All right. And so yeah, I mean, they're just sort of getting some things set up with that. Then Melody, Tweeg tells you that they've sort of got their plan down, and they're getting some stuff planted, and everything is sort of up and running with that. So they're hoping in a month's time to have the first batch of fermentation sort of done, and that you should have a product that he's looking at ways to expedite the aging process through magic. So that hopefully they can have something within.
I appreciate the time and research put in.
Yeah. Cool. And then what's Wildheart up to?
He's watching in that troll's window to see how he reacts when he wakes up.
Love this. Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah, so you're watching from the window, and he sort of wakes up and what did you eat last night?
A
Bear dog.
squirrel. Like a squirrel.
Cool. Yeah, he wakes up and he's like, ugh. I didn't need any. It's very gamey, the air. Ugh. What is that? Ugh, God. What did I do last night? And he's like, why is... Oh, God. Is my nose broke? And he, like, takes it and he goes, crack! And he's like, oh, God. What the hell? Was it?
Well, I did sober him up. He should generally remember something.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty. I mean, he sobered up like for the moment, but like he was pretty drunk, and he's still like just woken up, got that hangover headache going on.
Okay.
So yeah, he's just trying to like figure out what's going on. Roll on your decks there, Wildheart. Cool. Yeah, he doesn't notice you like hanging outside the window at all.
It'd be amazing. What the fuck is that?
And so yeah, he just wakes up and is disoriented and trying to figure out what's going on. So, but that's it for him.
This pleases me.
So, Gray, Simba says to you, "Hey, so I think like lots of people have been talking about like this tournament thing going on. Is that something we're doing?"
Yeah, I think we're doing that.
Cool. Yeah. I think if I remember, it starts on the 30th. That's a Friday, I think. That's a
days now.
That's a week from now. Should we prepare, or do we what do we do? We gonna run
Have
drills?
we ever prepared?
Exactly what she just said.
Was
Do
it-
we ever prepare for anything?
He says, "Well, I mean, in the 2 months that I've been alive, I guess not. But
We've only prepared for one thing, and that's stealing that princess.
yeah.
That didn't go as planned, did it? You
I
were
mean,
there.
It went okay. I got to eat a heart.
Did it though?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. In fact, In fact, that was probably one of the greatest days of my life.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah, more days like that. We're preparing.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, that's weird. I disappeared for a second. But what I'm saying was,
you're gone. There we go.
did Gray ever check out the statue like he said he was gonna?
Nah, we haven't been over there.
Okay.
Are you gonna go check out the statue?
Sure.
Cool. So
More days like that, yes.
Simba's following you as you're going to check out the statue, and you get in front of it, and the statue looks at it, and he's like, "Hey, that kind of looks like me a little bit."
Yeah, it does.
He says, "I don't know. I feel a little. My heart hurts when I look at it. Is that normal?"
Yeah, it is. My heart hurts when I look at it too.
He says, "Why is that, Papa?"
I'm just gonna say, and like outside of the player level,
Yeah, explaining this to him is going to be like...
yeah, like what I was gonna say was, a promise was made by Melody and she delivered.
Yeah.
We're gonna
You know what?
die.
We're going to all die.
You could always go with there was an unfortunate incident.
Yeah. This is a statue to commemorate the person who created me.
He says, "Really?
Really?
Hey, Papa,
Yep.
why aren't you a dragon?"
Because the person who created me made me take care of you. That person is gone.
"Papa,
I'm not a dragon.
why am I a dragon?"
Because this is your daddy or mama.
He says, "Oh,
Yeah.
so my mama's dead?
Yes, your mama is dead.
God, that hurts.
Was she bad?
I'm sad.
No, she wasn't bad.
And why is she dead?"
Gosh dang it, Mike.
You realize this had to happen eventually.
I know.
This is gonna come up. Some things happened, and she was fortunately killed.
Oh,
Yeah, she died.
do you know who killed her?
Here we go.
Sit down with me. Sit down with me for a second.
You can say no.
I'm not
We
gonna
are
lie.
all gonna die.
I'm not gonna lie to the kid.
You could always be
But
like,
just
a
for
premise
reference,
that's already
Miss is
been dealt
nowhere
with.
near these people right now.
It's just Simba and Gray.
That's good. We're just making sure that he's not standing anywhere in eyesight. Because we all about to die.
Do you tell him the whole story, or do you just make
What
it
do
as
you mean
vague as
we-
possible?
Well, I need to. I'm not sure if I should tell him this whole story.
Yeah.
Because when he finds out eventually if I lied to him,
Yeah.
it's gonna be just as bad.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be you lied to me.
Yeah. Do you say, well, that's a complicated story, and you're too young, or how do you answer his question?
You know what? I tell him. You know what? We're gonna tell him, but I'm gonna explain it to him. Hopefully, he doesn't go batshit and kill everybody in this town.
How do you explain?
Well, technically, you did get your retribution.
Yeah.
And he wasn't born, so he shouldn't really have that big of a connection.
I mean, yeah, he was hatched out of an egg, and I can explain to him that there, certainly
Which
is
Mike
another
we're
egg.
talking about. We're
This
all
is-
going to
yes.
die from this.
No, we're not going to
Mike's
die.
definitely
from
going
this.
to
We
spend
are,
this
and he
wild
keeps
as fuck,
asking-
100%.
He keeps asking who's evil and how do we tell and blah, blah, blah. This is going to set his mind to that we're all fucking terrible and he's going to kill us all. But maybe you, Gray.
Yeah, but maybe.
So tell
Neither
me.
Kroger nor Fiamma had anything to do with this.
Tell me the story you tell him. I need to know what you're telling
Oh
me.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So, the people who we all travel around with, right? Before you go crazy.
'Cause,
So yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We decide who's bad.
no, we don't decide who's bad. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. We decide who's bad. That sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
He says, but you tell me who's bad and who's good.
Because you're a child.
Yeah, because you're a child. Yeah.
My head hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt. So this is the best way to explain it. So I was in charge of protecting your mother. Okay, mother.
Yeah.
Yes, I was in charge of protecting your mother.
And you failed?
Yeah, I failed.
But you're alive.
Yeah, I am alive.
See. Okay. Well, what
Yeah.
else happened?
So the people we are with is the ones who killed your mother. Now I'm
We
gonna
need
explain.
to stop this at 8 o'clock. I mean, we got 8 minutes, guys. Let's just cut
Yeah.
this short and we'll do this
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah. Because he's like, I gotta figure out how to stop this thing before it goes crazy. Yeah. That's exactly what you're like. I gotta figure out how to stop this. Now I'm gonna explain this.
So he says, what do you mean?
Shit.
You better be very clear. There's some people that weren't involved, sir.
There are certain people here that ended up, the quests and things that we end up having to do.
This is yeah.
When people
money?
ask us to go do stuff. But yes, when people ask us to go do things,
for money.
when people ask us to go do things,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean,
They
you
were
guys,
told-
you
they
guys,
were-
you
they
guys have
were-
never done anything for not money.
yeah, that is true. For money.
I mean, we are heroes for hire.
Yeah, that is true.
Heroes.
Yeah, I like it. So they were told that, your mother was, I guess, not nice, or I don't know the whole story behind that or why they came, and I'm not going to name anybody's names, but there were certain people that are here and there's certain people that are not here that came. We killed one of them. Do you remember? Do you remember? You were probably still pretty small. Do you remember the old wrinkly man in the cave?
Yeah. We
Yeah, he was.
You guys
he-
killed that dude
Yeah. We killed that. Yeah, we killed that dude.
because he was bad.
And he was crazy. He
Was
was
that different?
Yes, it is different, but he was also bad.
It's very
but-
confusing.
Yes. So I decided that in exchange, because I was supposed to kill everybody here,
And
technically.
and you didn't?
No, I did not.
Why not?
It's very complicated. Because
Being an adult
I
must be
made
hard.
it is hard. Now, how do you feel about this? How now that I've told you at least some of this story? That's
Roll-
the main part about this.
Roll charisma.
Oh, fucking
Oh,
really, fucking Mike?
Oh no!
God.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my,
Oh.
really? Like, okay. Yeah.
This is where we've all died.
Oh my god!
He says, I'm not sure how I feel. It doesn't make sense to me, really. Maybe if I talk to the other people too.
Oh, God.
He says, I don't know why are you friends with people that kill mothers?
Because we need to find your other brother or sister.
I have a brother or a sister?
You have another brother or a sister somewhere.
Well, where are they?
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Well, why not?
The only person I've found is you. Now, one of the eggs were broken. There were 3 of you guys. One of them is gone, and the other got destroyed. And I didn't do this.
Destroyed?
Yeah, it was trampled on. We also killed the thing that did that.
Also, do you know it was trampled on? You just saw eggshell. Just put that there.
Okay, all right. You know, at the time, okay, all right.
I was pretty sure you clearly said it was trampled
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
You
that
did.
that one was busted, if I remember.
Broken eggshell. But anyways.
Okay, yep. So,
But so yeah, he's not sure what to think about all of it necessarily. He definitely is working through it. You know, obviously he didn't have a personal connection with his mother, but there's still like a longing to have. I mean, everyone wants to have a mom, you know. And so he's like, I don't know. I think I have to think about it more before I know how I feel.
well, like I said, I didn't want to lie to you, so you know, I'm trusting you with this because it's better to tell you the truth than to hide it from you.
So it's good to tell the truth?
Some of the time, yes.
When is it not good to tell the truth?
Oh my gosh.
You're creating a psycho. You know that?
Yeah, like what?
He is.
in the
He's trying to.
fuck?
Yeah.
He gets his morality
Yeah.
from you guys.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
does. Yeah, he does.
So if he becomes a psycho, it's only because you were all psychos.
I don't randomly kill people. But-
Neither does Mist.
That's what I'm saying. We don't randomly kill people. So, it's good to tell the truth.
Okay. So can we tell Kroger that you're a werewolf then?
Yeah, we can tell Kroger I'm a werewolf. I'm sure it won't hurt. I'm sure Kroger won't try to kill me.
Okay. Because I tried
I
to
think
tell
it'll
him.
be fine.
I tried to tell him before, and then you were like, "No."
Well, we were around people that don't need to hear it.
Do I still have to be a human?
Yes, in certain situations you need to be a human. Because I don't want people trying to attack you because people don't necessarily believe dragons even exist. Some people do, some people don't. And
Well, shouldn't
You will-
they know?
no. Because some people can't handle that sort of thing.
Oh. Huh. Okay. So
As in the same way as saying that I'm a werewolf. Because some people can't handle that type of thing.
people are weak.
All right. Hmm. Hmm.
And this is where we are. Yay!
You should also be very nice to some people.
But
Yeah.
you're not that nice to people.
When am I mean to people?
I mean, you only help people when they give you money.
Kroger didn't help me give me money.
You told me not to help Kroger. We let him fight his own battle.
Yes, because it was a one person versus one person.
I am
Yeah.
so confused. I don't know. I think
Just
I
sit
need
down
more
with
souls.
Kroger. Kroger will give them all
No,
the
you
information.
don't always need more souls, but we will handle that when we get there. We're handling that.
Okay. Hey, Pop.
Yes,
Can I be alone for a while?
sure.
Okay. And he sort of like walks off into the woods.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna walk back over there and tell them what's going on because they're not here, so they don't know.
yeah. So you guys are. Where is everybody right now?
I feel like that's something people need to know.
I was. Well, where were they?
They
We were over. We
right in
were
front of the
over
statue.
here.
Oh,
Oh, well, then I was fairly close. Because I'm literally putting my shit like right here.
Yeah.
yeah. I was over with Wax in my building, going over shit.
I was probably talking about brewery plans.
Yeah. All right. So, do you sort of get people together and tell them all at once, or do you?
Yeah, we're gonna get. Well, like Wildheart has nothing to do with it. And
but you
Kroger
also-
has nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
but they need to.
You also told the dragon that it's the people you were with because you didn't name names.
Yes, I realize that.
Okay.
It'll be dealt with.
I'll just state that Fiamma's over here because she's still talking to Ted.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of gather everybody together. So what do you tell them exactly?
I just explained to them what happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure Melody's gonna lose shit.
So
I would say, I kind of figured it would come out.
I mean, it
Essentially-
needs to come up. but-
Gray's telling him what you told them, but neither Wildheart or Kroger or Fiamma were,
Yes, I realize
a
that.
part of that, and I don't even know they've even heard the story.
Kroger, Fiamma has, because I was told everything at the campfire.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, well, Kroger and Wildheart. So you guys are hearing this sort of story for the first time about killing dragons and, I don't know, fairy bombs maybe. Who knows?
This is like, I don't even remember any of this shit, man.
That's true. The only person that would be remembered that would remember
I
that
know.
is you.
Yeah. Well, and
And honestly, he's probably the only person he really needs to talk to is you.
so
Because honestly, yes, at the end of the day, Miss didn't know about it, and there
I
was
was
a
high
talk
as
about. Yep.
shit.
Well, you were someone else entirely.
Yeah.
Which
yeah, well, that's
technically during that whole story, that should have probably came up because it is a whole big thing. But
true. It was a whole big thing.
yeah, it was a whole big thing. So if there's anybody that's probably exonerated from that situation, it's probably Mist.
yeah.
Say, I was told to be more evil. That's what I did, and I regret
Yeah,
it.
so
Doesn't happen.
there's-
Well, I think didn't Agnar deal the final blow to the dragon?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that person.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead, and the professor is dead.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think that's where we fade out is just sort
Yeah.
of like the montage of Gray telling them that he told Simba that the persons in the group were related to the death of his mom, and that he was definitely conflicted on his feelings on the matter. So
Yep, we're all gonna die.
so there we are, right? Well, I'm sure we can resolve that next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't think it'll be too hard.
I don't think it should be a problem.
Yeah. Well, Melody could probably talk her way out of it. She's got a lot of charisma.
Well, that's fine and dandy, but I don't want him. I don't want him. There's no telling what would happen if he ate Melody.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
let's
you
just
are
go-
like 300 years old.
And like a level 9, so yeah.
Let's just go ahead and say, like, obviously on a player level, Fiamma already is kind of acting like a mom. And we now have a redneck, so that means down roots, fucking backwoods, back ocean wisdom.
Back ocean wisdom.
Yeah, I like how you said back ocean.
Back ocean.
Yeah, I'm gonna like take a whole list of redneck sayings, like there's more than one way to skin a cat, and just turn them oceany. Hence, there's more than one way to skin a catfish.
So yeah, I mean, confused dragon with hormones. So there's that.
We have a confused teenage dragon.
You all seem so excited about it too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
seriously did not sign up for Raise a Child, the game.
look, man. I have to tell him something.
Oh yeah,
have an
no, I mean,
No, I don't
I mean,
disagree.
I have to tell him something, and I'm not going to lie to him because lying to him, he finds out. Why did you lie to me?
yeah, no,
Lying is bad.
I think it's probably the best course of action is to tell the truth at that point, right?
To deal
Because-
with it earlier
Yeah,
rather than
because
later.
if you deal with it now, it's.
Yeah.
I've seen too much anime to know if you lie first, just bad things happen.
Yeah,
Why'd you lie to me, father?
If he starts berserking, we want him to
Yeah,
berserk when we can still handle
Yeah,
it.
he gets a few more souls in him, and then he goes,
Yeah, if
Super
we
Saiyan,
can.
and then it's just utter chaos.
Yeah, we can't tell him when he's like, can burn down a town with one flame.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Real quick, thanks to everyone who watched. Appreciate you joining us. Glad to be back in the saddle for the regular game, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, random strangers.
Yes. And,
Thank you.
and Brazil.
And Brazil.
I can't end the stream. It doesn't end.
We're here forever. All right,
There's
so
no
now
Robbie
that we're
Triple.
back already, so this is what's happening.
Hey!
No, really. I can't end the stream.
Oh well, I guess the game continues.
Here we go. Maybe. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
YOLO.
Hey, buddy.
See, I think the thing I'm most annoyed about is I'm going to have 2 separate interactions with him.
It's true, but